Hi, my name is Erin Dudley, and today I'm going to do my paper over Patrick J. Kennedy. Patrick J. Kennedy was the leading political voice on mental illness, addiction, and other brain diseases. He represented Congress in Rhode Island. He founded the Kennedy Forum. He co-founded OneMind.org, and he co-authored a book, A Common Struggle. You can find this information at patrickjkennedy.org. The first thing we're going to talk about today is the harmful stigmas that have been placed on mental illness and how it affects us. It can cause a reluctance for people to speak out and tell others how they're feeling. Family, friends might wonder what's going on with them and why they're acting a certain way or doing things a certain way or sleeping too much or feeling suicidal. Maybe they don't understand what kind of issues that the person is facing. There's a lack of understanding. Fewer opportunities from work and school. Sometimes school or work will judge the fact that you have a mental illness and disqualify you from the position. And if you're already working there and you're suffering from mental illness, they, instead of providing help for you, they might fire you on instance and say, you weren't performing up to your capabilities, and that might be because you were suffering from mental illness. And we need to do something to change that, and Patrick J. Kennedy has been working on some issues to do just that. Let me talk about some of the statistics. Nearly 25% of all Americans are personally affected by mental illness and addiction every day. About 1/3 of hospital stays involve these diseases and have a huge impact on everybody else. That was also found at patrickjkennedy.org. In his book, A Common Struggle, him and his father passed the Mental Health Parity and Addiction Equity Act in 2008 and the Obama Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, which made it finally illegal to cover mental health illnesses, addiction, and intellectual disabilities any differently than any other illness. They couldn't say you had a pre-existing condition that affected you from getting health care. You now qualify for health care even with those diseases, even if they're pre-existing, and they were able to pass that. And you can read about that in his book, A Common Struggle. He also did the Kennedy Forum. He's partnering with mental health and addiction advocates, policymakers, and business leaders around key opportunities for progress, including provider accountability, integration, and coordination, technology, and brain fitness and health. So there he partnered with mental health advocates and addiction specialists and lawmakers, and they came up with some key opportunities on ways that they can improve mental illness, get more people to seek help, make it more affordable for patients to get mental health help. There's places that you can go now that will see you. If you make under a certain amount of money, then they will pay for your care. So there is a way that mental health people that have illnesses can get treatment. In his forum, he discussed in length about addiction and mental health illnesses and what they could do to change these things. He's definitely an advocate for mental health. And you can find that information at the www.kennedyforum.com. And finally, we're going to talk about Patrick Kennedy's national platform. In his national platform, he talked about the rates of suicide and opioid addiction in our nation, and is at an all-time high, and there's no behavioral health issue that can successfully be addressed as an closed-in person. It's time for both parties to embrace a comprehensive approach to performing a diagnosis and treatment for mental illness and substance abuse disorders. In this platform, he's saying that we need to do something. We need to come together and work out ways that people can seek help for mental illness and for suicide and for addiction. The opiate addiction rates are so high right now. So many people are dying from overdoses, from heroin and pain pill overdoses. mental health illness is at an all-time high. People are finally able to be treated for these diseases, and he did a good job in advocating for all of these issues. Thank you.